I get you. Hey, 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 what's going on, y'all? What's going on? So I had some issues connecting initially, but I think we're good. All right. So I really wanted to just come on today and use this as an opportunity to say thank you so much. I reached 700, like hooray. And that's really big for me because this was something that I had initially took forever to do. So I don't like long intros. This is really an opportunity for you to get to know me a little bit more. I can answer some of your questions that you have in your spiritual development, and I got some cards too. So if you need some intuitive guidance, guess what? We're doing it for free as a thank you. All right. So I'm going to start and just kick right on in because I'm excited. I'm going to just do some of the intuitive messages that's just coming in right now, overall being channeled from the goddesses. All right, so I have two goddesses decks here, and as you roll in, if you come in and you have a question, just ask me your questions. All right. Okay, so we're just going to see what is the general information that we need to know right now. All right, we've already casted a circle of divine protection around us, asking our angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides to please stand at their points, protecting this circle. All right, we have 4 cards come out immediately. First card is Ecstatic Union. Next we have High Priestess. High Priestess was in reverse. I do want to just pause here and just say that this feels like maybe a little bit like a love message for some of you. There could be like a divine union that you are coming close to or coming in contact with very soon. I feel like this divine union has to awaken within yourself first, covering up for nudity, but it has to awaken within yourself first. There's something that you're coming into, like a realization, a self-actualization process. It's illuminating the high priestess or the high priest that is within you. It's illuminating and helping you to kind of heal generational patterns or maybe ancestral pain that has been there for a while. I feel that right now we as a collective, because really this message is for a collective, we are undergoing like a chakral update. So it's like our chakras are being shocked, literally like chakra. Our chakras are being shocked at the moment. They're being shocked into alignment. They're being shocked to call us into more focus, into deeply into ourselves, all right? And how we have been using our energy and misusing our energy. The reason that I feel that this is coming in right now at this point for many of us is due to the fact that cosmically, globally, however you want to put it, celestially, pick a word, any word, we are shifting into a deeper alignment. We are shifting into a higher ascension. A lot of people call it 3D, 4D, 5D, and all that stuff. You can put fancy words on it, but the earth is shifting, okay? Another thing that I was feeling is that you're coming into a close union with a loved one, 333 on the time as I said that. So you're coming into close union with a lover. This could be a new lover for those of you who don't have a lover already. This could be a new lover that you're kind of transitioning towards. You're calling them in, but the ascension process that's happening within you is the first step for this lover arriving in your life. I feel that right now you are looking within. There's something about with this Shakti energy. This is the divine feminine fierceness. So there's something about you looking within and looking and seeing how you have been a protective force to yourself and how you can continue to provide for yourself while you call in what it is that you need that is outside of you. So some of those things that you need that are outside of you, it could be that partnership, or it could be that job that you need to get into alignment with. It could be that project that you need to finally execute and do, that book that you need to write, that hobby that you need to finally explore. So there is some type of self-accountability, self-responsibility that I'm hearing from many of us that we are being required to do 444 on the timer as I say that we're being required to do in order to facilitate higher growth. Okay. And I do feel like this is a part of your soul mission. This is not like frivolous work. This is something that you're right on time with doing with this high priestess here. I feel like you are also coming into spiritual abilities that are going to foster you to be a healer. Now, this could be a healer of your family, a healer of other people, but there's something that you're fostering that's allowing you to be more of the healer archetype. But I always say to people that I work with, talk with, or just are able to support in any facet, that the first person that you heal is yourself. You're the first client. You're your own client. You're your first coachee. So that's where energy is starting. I mean, it can be as cute as saying like self love, but this doesn't feel like self love. This feels like self work, self repair, self reconstruction, self restoration, self development, self perseverance. This feels like deep self work. And the ultimate goal, I do feel like, is going to be self love that will bring your unions with others closer to you. It's going to bring you closer to your existing partner or partnerships, depending on how many you have, okay? Or depending on if you have one primary relationship that's romantic and sexually based, and then your other relationships could be platonic or work or however. But what I'm saying is all of those relationships are going to start to cultivate and move closer and benefit for the better, okay? Let's get the other two cards. We have here the Ace of Cups with C's or ecstasy. Oh my gosh. Good cards. And you have here the Empress. Ooh, 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 ooh. There's this like inner knowing of something that you feel that you need to do. It's a new approach. Because with ecstasy, I feel like there's like an inner knowing of like, okay, I think I should probably start going to therapy. Or I think I should probably start working out more. Or I think I should probably call my dad because I haven't spoken to him in years. There's something that you intuitively have been recently knowing that you should do, or that the goddesses, I should say, are calling you to do. Because so far, who we have out is the Shakti, which is like I said before, the divine feminine force. We have Aset, who is Isis, needs no introduction. And then we have Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin is actually the earliest depiction of Christ. So if you look into the research on Kuan Yin, she is the original story, and actually it goes before Kuan Yin. It's Tara, Lady Tara. There's Green Tara, there's White Tara, there's Red Tara. You don't want to mess with Red Tara. There's different Taras, but the goddess Tara and Kuan Yin are the first depictions of the story of a sacrificial person who put themselves up for martyrdom and died and then was reborn, all for the love of humanity, the love and compassion for others. So it came in the form of Kuan Yin first, my Christian friends, if you didn't know that. And that should kind of make you want to question your text a little bit and see the origin story or how the course of revelation or the core the correlation across has applied to you in your life. This is not to say that one religion is true versus the other. That's not the debate I'm making here. It's just to show you how the prevalence of the goddess is in everything. All right. So, like I was saying before, I do feel like there's a new approach that you are starting to entertain. You know how, like, somebody says, I'm not giving something the time of the day, or I'm not entertaining the thought, or I don't care. Well, there's something about your approach or this new approach that you're like intuitively knowing deep, 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 deep in your soul, deep in your heart. Okay, I got to start doing this because if I don't take this approach, I'm not going to get the fulfilled life experience that I want, that I seek, and that I'm ready to experience, that I'm ready to have. For many of us, that's different things. For you, it could be love. For others, it could be expanding their spiritual gifts and abilities. For some people, it's getting into a comfortable, financial, secure position. So you have to decide what this means for you and what steps that you are ready to actually start to walk towards and you are actually ready to take. Because the resources, if you look here with Kuan Yin, you see all those cups and how she's holding one in her hand. They're not cups, excuse me. These are lotus. It's a lotus petal, and then the kind of like the vase, or it's not a flask, but you saw what she's holding. Let's call it like a water basin. This is letting me know that you are being surrounded, excuse me, but you're being surrounded with, or resources are coming in. You may not have them right now at your access, but the resources are coming in for you in order for you to be able to fully kind of cultivate this next level of the emperor or of the empress that you need to be. Because, like I was saying before, the earth is elevating people who hold hate in their heart, people who hold just resistance to the change that everybody has an independent thing that they have to do. Some people have to stop doing this, some people have to start doing that, some people have to cut back, some people have to balance. So it's like your journey, your mission. But if you refuse to lean into that, there is a version of the universe that will develop. I'll call it a part of the metaverse that some of us will slip into that will not be as pleasant. And then there are those who are doing this spiritual inner work that's rooted in love who will ascend forward. Um, and also, not to invoke fear, but the sun is playing a big role in that. The sun is an agent. I call the sun sometimes an agent of death. All right. Some people may be like, what the fuck? Never heard that before. Well, you heard it here first, baby. Yes. The sun at times can be an agent of death because whatever it is that you possess within you, it is going to illuminate. So if you harbor hate, if you harbor malice, if you harbor racism, if you harbor discrimination, if you harbor sexism, if you harbor homophobia, if you harbor any form of just um, disdain towards another species, what does the sun do? The sun expands, it magnifies, and it kind of illuminates, but it more so radiates. The moon is what illuminates. So that is what will be illuminated within you. So you can allow the sun to be your best friend, or it could be your worst enemy. And with the sun flares that are happening in our solar system right now, there are a lot of sun flares that are going out. But with those sun flares that are happening, it is showing us that we are coming closer to this ascension process or this ascension period. And if honestly, if you can be not a psychic at all, but if you be still enough, or if you just calm yourself and are still long enough, you will be able to feel a shift. You'll be able to feel the change. You can lick your finger and put it in the air and sense that change is afoot. So with this ecstasy, it's kind of telling me that, like, if you're ready to get to ecstasy, if you're ready to feel that level up, and this is not a aesthetic only level up of just how you're going to look beautiful or whatever. If you're ready to get to that level up, I guess that next stage, it's not really even a stage. This is just like a fucking metamorphosis for you. This is you choosing to alchemize, but you have to accept with the goddess, whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. With the goddess energy, you have to move into that energy of acceptance and allowing that change through without resistance. Okay, so let's see who the overall goddess archetype is coming through right now for the next month. Right here. You gotta be kidding me. And you know what's wild, Shane? Right now it's Isis's birthday season. So Isis, if you look at Kemetic or ancient Egyptian astrology, Isis, her birthday is right around this time. And Isis is also very much so associated with Kuan Yin. So that's right on time. This says here, this situation was, let me try that again. This situation involves your past life memories. All right. That's why I was feeling this deep call for you to get this done on a soul level. This is your soul came here again to complete this mission. What is this mission? I don't know. What is it for you? Again, it could be the deep healing that you have. For many of you, it's healing that you have been carrying through lifetime. Wounds that you have been just dragging along down the block like a fucking bag. All right. Lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. And for some of you, just throughout this lifetime. And it's time to drop off that heavy load because, again, where we are going as a cosmic entirety, that shit, literally, the shit, smell your fingers, act like there's shit on it. All right. Now wash it off. That shit cannot go with you. It can't make it. All right? You got to drop it off somewhere because nobody wants to be in a spaceship in a Merkaba next to somebody with some shitty hands or shit in their bag. Like, bitch, did you step in shit? Okay? So, excuse the vulgarities. I dibble and dabble in all languages. So, yes, my friends, it's important for us to self assess and start breaking past those fears of allowing change through, whether, again, going to therapy, hiring a coach, listening to that audiobook that you had in your library forever but you ain't listened to, putting down those distractions, social media, video games, cigarettes, weed, liquor, Netflix. No shade to any of those things. YouTube. Love YouTube. It's actually a great platform to listen to audiobooks. It's all about how we can use our tools. So, with that said, overall message, and then I'm going to get some love messages right now. Overall messages are essentially turning within, listening to what it is that you need to do next in order to attain that, I don't want to say that next step, but to get the tool or to reach your hand out to actually use the resource that you already have. Because I feel like if I say to get the tool, then that means you have to go and do something. You actually don't have to do anything because if you remember, I said this is about the divine feminine energy, genders aside. It's because we all embody both. This is about you activating or bringing forth a little bit more of that divine feminine energy within you so that you can push her through to allow you to receive your resources with ease. Okay? This shouldn't feel like work because the real work is within. And I don't mean to laugh, but it's the truth. Like, it's not going to feel like work having to go out and do the thing. The real work is within, like pushing your inertia to get up off the couch and go for a walk, pushing your inertia to drink more water, I'm sorry, I'm talking so Jersey right now. I'm sorry, from Jersey. Pushing yourself and the inner inertia. Think about the word inertia. Inertia. The inner movement, the inner energy that's within you, taking that inertia to push yourself towards your next level of greatness. You're ascending to greatness, or are you? Or are you? It's your choice. I'm telling you right now, you ain't gonna see me hanging out behind. Let's get some love messages. Okay, so those of you who care about love messages, this can be love messages that you're dedicating from your higher self or love messages that you're dedicating from somebody. I'm hearing is going to be pulling these love messages from a past loved one, someone who passed away in the past. Oh, they're here. So some of the love messages will be from them. They're not in the physical anymore. And this was a romantic thing. So you're two of you are together, but you're not together on the same realm. And these messages can be just from a future lover or a current love. All right, we're gonna keep it totally open. Love messages that want to come through to the viewer right now. You heard how that? That one smacked right on down. More love messages that want to come out for the viewers. Love messages. What's the message from the person on the other side? You saw that? Okay. And then everyone else. All right. All right. We're gonna start with the person on the other side. Oh wow. rest. I read this as two ways. The person on the other side is saying that they have rest. They are in rest. They are at rest. They are having their eternal rest. And it is good rest. They are enjoying their rest. And because they are enjoying their rest, they want you to rest. But they're also saying that they're not going to be able to rest until you rest. They want you, it's not let go. Notice we're not saying let me go so you can move on. Like, we're not saying that. We're saying, like, rest. Rest assured. Rest assured. Rest assured I'm good and I'm watching over you so that you too can be good. So that is the love message. I have other love messages, but that's the love message in particular from that one individual who has somebody who's channeling from the other side. There's a lover from the other side who wanted you to know that. They also want you to just overall get more rest. Listen to your body mentally, physically unwind. And that's what I felt like with you, kind of. Um, Maybe this could be a fresh loss, and they want you to allow your body to rest so that way you can heal. Some people will consider depression as deep rest, deep resting. So perhaps it's time for you to do some deep resting, taking off from work. And if you've been off from work for a while, just allowing yourself to really cultivate good sleep. I would recommend you looking up how to structure your pillows while you're sleeping to ensure that you have really good sleeping habits formulated. Because I do feel like right now, my friend, you need good rest. Let's look at the others. In my best to you, 2112, when I finish that message to you, 33, divine. Let's look at the messages for everyone else, love wise. We have her evaluation, dedication, strength, and resolving issues. Okay. Let me see what y'all got going on, because it seems like there's some issues. I don't want to say issues, but it seems like there's been like some tumultuous or tumultuosity. No, there's been some distance. Okay, so there could be that right now you are at a position with your lover. I'm kind of like getting this as just a general love reading at the moment, but I will interpret this as messages. But it just feels like there's like distance, like there's some distance in between you and this person. And like I said, if this is someone in the future that you're calling in, you haven't met yet, then obviously there's distance. But I do feel like there is some goes with that inner evaluation, with this inner evaluation and dedication. There's this inner work that you need to do. 2224 on the timer as I said that. I think I even saw 2222, which is, of course, your divine twin number when you're coming in union with your divine twin. I'm not saying twin flame, I'm saying divine twin, your divine soulmate, your divine match, your kingdom or kingdom spouse or queendom spouse. So, but there's like this inner kind of like evaluation that you are deciding to do. There's like a decision that you're making right now, many of you, where you're like, okay, if I'm going to be in this relationship, if I want to be with this person, if I'm going to attract this person, I have to decide. That's where this dedication is coming in. I have to decide that I need to start behaving, or some people would say, think as if, like, so you might be taking that magician metaphysical approach where you're thinking as if to manifest it, but some of you are taking more of the earthly, physical approach where you're actually dedicating to yourself, being more fit, or just being that person. I always say, like, I know I'm going fast, but y'all get me. I always say, like, do you want to fuck yourself? Like, if you don't want to fuck yourself, then how can you expect other people to want to fuck you? All right. So I just feel that many of you are coming into this inner understanding of, like, this is who I've been projecting within my relationship. This is who I am projecting in my or who I could be projecting in my future relationship. And I don't want to project that. I want to dedicate myself to developing this best version of me, so that way when my partner is here, or for my partner if they're already there, I can be a badass bitch, or I can be that person that she can lean on, male, female alike. So right now I feel like the overall message is, I'm laughing because somebody thinks that you're really intelligent at this moment. Um, and they want to go very, 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 very slow, because I feel like they have some personal issues within them. So they're not ready to kind of like move forward with this union yet, because they think that you're too smart for them. Um, yeah, that's exactly what it is. They think that you're too smart for them, and they want you to kind of beg for the attention. There's something about that shifting the energy and letting them feel power. That's the distance I felt going into this. There's a power dynamic, there's a power struggle, there's like a power divide. It's like tug of war with love. It's like whether this is energetically, spiritually, romantically, like actually happening within your relationships, like one side of one person is like, I'm not moving, I'm not budging, this is how I am, what's up? And then the other side of the person is like, well, I'm not moving and I'm not budging, so what's up with you? And the two of you are having kind of like a stalemate or a standoff, like an old Western, you know, kind of standoff. So I do feel like that's why there's some inner evaluating that needs to happen. There's like some inner understanding on what's going on, because the two of you, it's like both of you are paranoid, maybe like you're doing this, and it's like, no, well, you're doing this. And I don't think that's the case. I think that the both of you just have such a strong attraction to one another that you're afraid to come close. It's almost like, oh my gosh, I can feel so much energy in my heart right now. It's almost like if two suns were to meet. Like imagine cosmically in the galaxy, if two suns were to meet, like a fucking sun and a sun. I'm not talking about a sun and a star. I'm talking about a sun and a sun. Like it would just be so much that it would just it's like, how would the rest of the cosmos and supporting planets behave? So I feel like the two of you independently, whether you have this person in your life now, you're at odds, or it's a future partner, there's so much energy in each of y'all that it's almost like, oh God, it's like y'all are, it's like two gods coming together to create a new universe. It's the only way I can explain it. I've never felt anything this intense. If you're someone watching right now or still in here, this message is definitely directly for you. Because, oh my goodness, it's almost making me feel like I need to, like, I'm not going to throw up, but like, not in a bad way. I just feel like, oh my God. Oh, it's intense, but it's like I can eat it up with a spoon in a bowl and give me double. You know what I'm saying? I'll take seconds. Thank you. I want to love like that. You real? Me two sons? Oh my gosh. Other messages. Love messages for these people, these sons coming together. Mm, hmm And it's not even a sexual thing. It's just like it's unworldly. It's unworldly love. An unworldly love. How did you land that? Okay? Do you see that? Do you see this deck? All these cards, divine love come out and allowing it through. Allowing this through, my friends. This divine lover is really underway. I could read the cards to you, but I'm not really one that likes to read the messages on the cards. I feel like it's a cheap cop out. But allowing this love to come through for you is going to really ascend. But again, it has to start within you first. All right, I think that's it. I'm trying to think if I have anything else. I don't. Any questions? Okay. Quick tips while you're here or not here in the future or past or current. Some ways to protect your energy and protect yourself. I think that's very important for everybody to know is you need to do this twice a day. So especially to my healers out there, if you are a fellow healer or if you're trying to become a healer or if you've been playing around, dibbling and dabbling with healing, even if you read cards, you're a healer because you're giving people information, you're healing them. You need to clear yourself at least 2 times a day. So in the morning, it's important that you clear yourself from the dream realm. So when you're dreaming, you're traveling astrally, you're probably collecting information from your celestial self, your higher power or God, however it identifies in your life. So clear yourself. So how can you do that? You can ground your energy. And I say that because what's interesting at the bottom here, grounded came in. So I feel that you need to ground your energy. Grounding your energy is also going to call your energy from your higher power down into your body. When you call that energy down into your body, your manifestations happen a lot faster. You can destroy a motherfucker, or you can actually create love and joy with that energy. So use it for good. So using some grounding techniques, you can go to my website and find some there. But if you don't do that, just a way to do it, just say I ground my energy and imagine roots from a tree or anything that comes to you intuitively growing out the bottom of your feet into the earth, anchoring you. A tip that I do is I imagine the roots coming out of my feet going all the way into the earth, in into the earth. And I imagine in the center of the earth's core, there's a big bolt. It's like this hot iron kind of core that I can't touch, no one can touch, but there's like a lock on it, and I bolt myself into the earth's energy. From that bolt, I envision earth or energetic energy coming up. The earth has a kundalini the same way we all do. So I imagine the pulsating kundalini of the earth energy coming up through my individual cord, through my feet, up into the rest of my body, especially up from my base chakra to my crown. That's a great way for you to ground yourself. Once you get that kind of visualization down or similar, do your own thing. The best magic is your own magic. You will start to go through your day with clarity. Now, once you ground yourself, it's good to protect yourself in the morning. So just by saying, I put up a shield of protection around me so that no harm can come through to me. Hey, welcome, 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 Danny. So putting up a shield of protection around you so that no harm can come through to me. Thank you so much, Danny. I feel your energy is very strong. You're giving me chills. So you must be a healer of some sort, or you're coming into your healing abilities. I only attract healers, and I tend to attract those who are very ancient souls because I am a very ancient soul. So thank you so much for bringing your powerful energy here. That's big. But yes, I just want to say to make sure that you are bringing yourself. I knew it. I felt it. I totally felt it. um, and bringing that shield around you before you go out in. I knew it. Going out in your day. Now, that's the beginning part of the day. So, Danny, this may really benefit you, and I'm sure you already have your own techniques and method that should carry you throughout the day. You can use your crystals and all that stuff. That's great too. But your mind, when you have nothing else, when you have no tools, what do you have? Ooh, I got my mind. I got my fingers. I got my hands. I got my voice. Especially if we are witches or healers or very powerful throat chakra possessors. Just using your voice, you can do damn near anything. It's called chaos magic. It's not as weird and woohoo as you may think. It really is all rooted to psychology and metaphysical techniques. So that's the beginning of your day. At the end of your day, what do you do? Because Danny and others who read cards, who are healers in your own right, even if you're not a healer in the woohoo way, if you're a policeman, if you're a firefighter, if you are in a field of service, you heal people. You ever been out there, go to the supermarket, and a bunch of people just come up to you and start talking to you like, what the hell are you telling me your whole life story? You're a healer. And you're like, I hide all the time. You're a healer. I'm feeling chills. You're a healer. So, what do you do with all that energy traffic that comes onto you unknowingly at the end of the day? You got to clear it off. The same way if you're outside playing in the dirt and you want to take a shower before laying that dirt in the bed, or not before, but y'all know what I'm saying. Clear your energy. So best way to do that is to, again, using your voice and using your envisioning. So you can say, I clear my energy and I ask my angels to wipe me down. You can be silly. My angels are very silly. So I say silly things. But angels, I ask you to wipe me down. You can brush yourself, or you can just imagine white light purifying you, green light purifying you. If you want to get real jazzy, know the day of the week, know the celestial or planetary ruler, and ask for that energy to clear you through what they do best. Monday is psychic, Tuesday is protection, Wednesday is communication, Thursday is really expansion for anything if you think about it with Jupiter. Friday is love, Saturday is banishing the underworld. That's where we go to Saturn, okay? And then on Sunday we have business, so you can, or just the solar energy all together. Danny, did you want a reading, or I don't know if you're still here, but anybody want a reading? Have any questions? Because I'm about to be out. Okay. No. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna close up. Y'all keep y'all heads up out there. Stay strong. Us healers, we must unite because we got a lot of work to do. But remember, the first person that we're here to help is ourselves. We can't skip over that. All right. So until next time, Love Naturally is out.